Welcome back, and today we're gonna be talking about Appare Ranman episode 1. So like always, let's just jump into it. I came into this anime not really expecting a whole lot. I saw the trailer for the anime a while back, and honestly, I'm not really like a racing type anime person. I've seen Initial D back in the day, but that was as far as my, experimentation going through it like a racing anime was. So I came into this anime not really expecting a lot. I thought it was going to be heavy on, racing. And the anime opened up with the race from LA all the way to New York opening up. And then we went into like a flashback. Now, from the opening of the anime, supposedly it doesn't seem like it's gonna be all racing. There's gonna be some conflicts and maybe some fights along the lines, because one of the main characters, Kosame, he's a samurai. He's skilled with the sword. And then we got the other main character, Appare. He's like the engineer. He's the brains behind the whole operation. And then there was another character they mentioned, Hototo, I believe was his name, but they really didn't go into detail about him. They only focus on the two main characters for now, Appare and Kosame. And honestly, I can see why Appare is in love with like the United States and that culture in the West, because we see that, in Japan, he's not really treated very well. He's kind of like shunned upon, because while the Japanese side of their culture is more like a community culture, like, like the greater good for the group, not the oneself. And all his technological stuff really is causing trouble and making other people, have to go fix the stuff that he breaks, and pretty much being a pain to society. He's really, looked down upon. And that's not, I'm guessing Appare doesn't like that. I mean, who would like to be looked down upon like that and be thought of as the problem child, causing problem for your family? But we kind of see that Appare doesn't really act like he cares. He just kind of goes through the whole thing and just ignores everybody. He even called out the other main character, Kasame, because he's like, you're not gonna be able to make the fastest steamboat in the world. And he's like, oh, so you're one of those people, like you just don't believe in whatever other people believe in. And I'm kind of glad he called them out, because we see there was, in the middle of the episode, whenever they were stranded in the middle of the sea, he said, look, somebody thought of going to the moon. Just the fact, right? Just the fact that somebody came up with the idea of going to the moon, I was really inspired by that. That was really inspirational, because, come on, in a world where they just discovered steam power like not too long ago, somebody's even thinking ahead of that and saying, maybe one day we'll have the technology to go to the moon. And that, to me, I kind of like that whole speech that he gave out. I really connected with the main character. And we see the difference between when he was living in Japan and when they got rescued by the American boat and they were transitioning over to the United States. We see that the people in the boat, who are more than likely Americans, they were kind of fascinated by him. They were kind of like looking at his gadgets and kind of working with him and talking with him, while Kasame was over there doing chores and working, I guess, to make a living so they can stay in the boat and eat and all that stuff, because I'm pretty sure they're not going to be just up there for free. But we see that the Americans are treating Appare a little bit differently, like with more, curiosity, and not just looking down on him because he's, different than everybody else. So whenever they got to the United States, to LA, we see that he's really stoked, he's really happy, and I can see why, because he's going to be treated way differently over here than when he was treated all the way back home. So this anime is pretty much going to deal with, I'm guessing, the race, and them trying to win the race so they can get enough money to go back to Japan, because the other main character, Kasame, he had his life made over there, right? He was like the master of like a school, I'm guessing like a martial arts or kendo school. And he was due to get married. His sister has to get a husband later on in life and all that stuff. So we see that the other main character is really like respected in Japan. So I can see why he wants to go back, because that culture shock from the United States for him will be big, unlike for Appare. This anime, I liked it. I can't wait for the next episode. Definitely gonna keep making videos about this anime, because between this one and Listeners, I'm definitely digging this one a lot more. So this is gonna be the Friday anime I'm gonna be making videos on. So let me know what you thought of this episode. Go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.